I like how it says on Raid that for purple shards you have a 91% chance, 91.5% chance to get a blue, but you get significantly less purple shards than blues. Yet blues have the exact same range of getting a purple as a purple shard.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking dumb. The rates are all
Yeah.
kinds of fucked up.
Yeah, like it's obviously like a gambling thing, but it's like, why would you go all blue shards and never fucking really fuck with purples or yellows?
Exactly. Only when you come across them do you ever fuck with them. You know.
Yeah, like okay, I guess yellows you get purples, or epics and up, but like the purple shards, they like never fucking hit for me. So like I always get all my good shit from blues,
Yeah, exactly. Because I have so many of them that it's like
and they have the
it's
same
really
rate as a
serious.
purple. Like the purple, the only advantage to a purple is you might get a void, but even then, oh boy, it's usually trash.
Green Bay Packers on the road to kick off 2024. Talk about your long and winding roads. They're in Brazil for a fiesta with the Sao Paulo Eagles. Philly pretending they're feijoada experts.
Huh?
Ah. All right, you ready to break this down?
Yeah, you still sound quiet though.
Yeah, well, that's as good as it's gonna get.
Oh, okay,
That's what I got.
all right. Uh, so where do you want to start off with? Do you want to start off with where we did last year's?
Yeah. Let's just go. Just do a repeat of that.
Okay. Um, Let me find the actual divisional breakdowns.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna start where we did last year in the NFC East. You
All
got the
right.
Eagles, you got the Giants, you got the Commanders, and you got the Cowboys.
Okay, so a couple interesting things have happened. Well, maybe only one interesting thing. I mean, the Cowboys did just re-sign CeeDee Lamb, which makes them still a threat. Had they lost CeeDee Lamb, it would have been a rough year for them because I don't know if they have anyone on the roster who can replace his production.
Correct.
But their cornerback Bland is hurt, right?
Yeah, he's out 4 weeks at least. No, 6 weeks for me.
Woo!
However, they don't play any predominantly throwing teams the first 6 weeks. That you're like, oh my god, these guys are going to throw all over us. No, nobody like that in the first 6 weeks.
Okay. So,
And I just want to say, the Cowboys did win last year, and like no one's repeated for like 15 years or something absurd.
yeah, so the Cowboys, just based on the historical precedent, cannot repeat this year.
Yes.
So
Or did they buck the trip?
of the other three teams in the East, who wins this division? I mean, you know where I'm going.
Are they going to buck the trend?
The Cowboys are not bucking the trend. The Eagles got this division.
Man. So this is really tough for me
Because you're a massive
Because-
hater?
because the Eagles collapsed last year.
Yeah.
Collapsed. They lost 6 of 7 going into the playoffs?
Yes, sir.
Then they got drubbed pretty hard in that first game?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why am I to believe that that's different now? Like what's different?
The offensive coordinator, the defensive coordinator, the schemes, a bunch of different players, and another year in the system of
Who's
coach.
different on offense?
Huh?
Who's different on offense?
Oh no, the offensive scheme is different.
Sure.
Plus, we went out and got a couple. Our third down, our number 3 receiver is a former first rounder, which doesn't mean anything, but
Yeah.
we basically swapped our slot receivers with Washington.
So
Oh,
we
and
didn't do anything.
a little guy named Saquon Barkley. I don't know if you heard about that guy.
Yeah, is he that much better than DeAndre Swift? I don't know.
No, I don't think so because injuries and he hasn't been consistent. Like his ceiling is probably much higher, but you don't go off potential. You go off of what's actually on the field.
I agree. That being said, the Cowboys didn't do anything except get worse. Like they lost a few guys on the offensive line.
They
as
brought
well.
back Zeke.
Yeah, Zeke. Everybody collectively in the NFL is saying that they have the worst running back room in the league.
Yeah. Didn't they just re-sign somebody too? Like he used to be a name.
I do not know.
I think the Cowboys picked up another running back also. They're going to do a running back by committee.
So I'm not going to take the Cowboys if that makes you feel better.
It really doesn't because that means you're going to take a clearly worse team. Just because you're a massive hater. Like, your haterness is so severe that you're just like, eh.
Cowboys by 20, baby. They fucking only won by 19. God damn it.
Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook is the Cowboys' other running back.
Man, that would be awesome if it was like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I know exactly. Like I said, he used to be a name.
Yeah, he didn't really do that hot last year with the Jets, so they cut him kind of mid-year, and then nobody picked him up. I don't think.
Yeah, and I mean, no one did that hot for the Jets last year, though. In all fairness.
Yeah, that's true. You know what I really want to do, but I'm not going to.
Give it to your boy Danny Dimes.
No, I was gonna go with Commanders. Bump, bump,
Why?
bump, bump. Because of Jaden Daniels and Terry McGloin.
You think that combination is just gonna instantly be good enough to win a division right out the gate?
Nope.
No.
That's what I want to pick. But I did that last year with the Panthers. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna go with my heart over my head, and that really paid off well for me.
Yeah, the Panthers was definitely a swing and a miss, but you didn't do too bad in the overall, so you can't really hate on yourself too much.
I would definitely say I won last year.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's not even close.
Like we were close on who got in. Like I think you got me by one on that, but like the final like 4, and then the final 2, then the champion.
Yeah, because I picked
Like,
the fucking
yeah.
Bengals to win it all. I think.
Yeah, you did. You did take the Bengals to win it all.
So.
I'm looking at it. Do you want me to save last year's and then just add on to it?
Yeah, that way
Or do you want me to?
we can kind of go year to year, so we know.
Okay. I can do that. All right.
So for my official pick for the East, I'm going Eagles.
So basically chalk from last year.
Yeah.
Okay. I could not disagree more. I am also going to pick the Philadelphia Eagles.
And the most painful pick that he's ever had to make.
I picked
Now
Eagles last year.
I'm 100% realizing that this could be a Dream Team 2.0 situation where it looks good on paper and absolutely
what?
zero chemistry.
You know what?
Jalen can't function in a throw first offense.
You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go with my motif of being a big fucking Eagles hater,
Yeah.
right? I'm going Cowboys. They buck the trend. Eagles fall apart completely this year. Bricks fall off. Sirianni gets fired.
I think that if the Eagles don't win the division this year, even if they have a respectable showing, Sirianni gets fired anyway, unless they get in the playoffs and win the Super Bowl from a wild card spot.
Okay, so what scenario do you think he gets to stay besides winning the Super Bowl? Is there any other scenario?
Winning the division.
What if they get in the first round and they just get like fucking like bitch slapped like 20 or 30?
Yeah, I mean, I still think that winning the division will be enough because he's not on a hot enough a seat, but losing the division is definitely is fired because like this was like
what if they like have a lead and they fall apart but still based on the lead, they still barely win. Would that still do it to get him fired?
Well, I mean, he would only get fired if they lose.
Right, but like I'm saying, like, what if they do win it? But like, let's say the last 5 games, you just lose all 5 games,
And then
you had a big
limp to the end again.
Yeah, where they
still-
just
but still
completely
win the
fall
division?
apart and they get dropped in the playoffs again.
Yeah, I guess depending on how they win the division is going to help too. But I think that winning the division will be enough to keep him around.
I'm going with the all-in Cowboys to take it down and break the trend. Even though I really want to go Commanders, just because that's so like left field.
Yeah.
But
I
I
mean,
can't.
if we were going on odds, then that would probably be a good pick.
Yeah.
It's because the payout would be tremendous.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right. So next, we're gonna go to the NFC West.
The West. That's the Niners division to lose. I don't think they're going to have a Super Bowl hangover. They just re-signed Ayuk. They're going to get Trent Williams done. That team's a good team, top to bottom.
I think. Yeah, they are. They're really good everywhere. I think they're really very close to in danger and to falling off.
So this might be one of the last years of their window.
I think so. Like and they got so many good players. Don't get me wrong, the roster's really good. The quarterback's good. Like everything's there, but like they've been like there for so long. How can they many more times can they just like come up short or get close and not start pointing the finger at each other? Like, hey man, like it's the same guys every year. We need to do something different.
Yeah. Like they couldn't get it done last year, despite on paper should have been able to get it done. And really, I don't know what was their major issue. Like I'm not a big Debo guy.
I'm a move off Debo and save yourself some money and take the hit now of losing.
Exactly. I think them re-signing Ayuk was probably their best move because he's their better receiver. But I just don't like Debo, dude. I just never have. Just not sold on him.
He's an okay receiver, but he's like a kind of hybrid running back kind of guy.
Exactly. Like he doesn't really fit the very straightforward scheme that they run in San Francisco.
So you're going to stick with 49ers?
Yeah, even though I think that the Rams are going to make a big push. I think the Rams are going to be like they were decent last year. Now they're going to even be better because like their rookies are a year in the system better, and you don't usually get worse year 2.
I actually agree with you. I think the Seahawks defense is going to be something to watch out for. I think they're going to be way better Seahawks-wise. That being said, I am actually going to take the Rams over 49ers.
Taking the Rams.
I'm fearful that Trent Williams is not going to be back.
If Trent Williams doesn't come back, that could spell the end. Trent Williams is a vital fucking piece.
Yeah, like outside of Trent, they're not that good up front. And there was a rumor, and I don't know if it has any basis whatsoever, that he was actually considering retirement, and they're trying to talk him out of it.
Damn.
Because he's like 35 or 36.
Yeah, he ain't young. And that's a fucking every single down position, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Anything else to add on that one, or are we moving on to the South?
I think we're going to move on to the South.
Oh, God, this is trash. Who do you got?
I'm going Atlanta behind Kirk O'Bangs, baby.
I think now that Baker got his deal and shit, he's gonna let off the gas pedal and shit.
Oh yeah, I don't have any faith that the Buccaneers are going to be any kind of good. Like everyone on their team got older. Their receivers, they got to have the oldest receiving core in the league.
Mm-hmm. I don't know like how they got better. They just kind of stayed the same.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, I couldn't even tell you who they drafted, what moves they made, anything. Like nothing. They have not done anything except for re-sign Baker.
Same, and the Saints, for example. Oh my God, they have so much cap problems. Like, and they can't move off Carr, and they can't move off some of the old guys on defense. How are they supposed to even compete? They're like ancient. Their average like defensive player is like 32.
I know They're an old, washed out team, and I really don't think the Panthers are going to be competitive for a while, especially with the way their owner likes to do things. I think he's a bad owner because he wants to also be a GM, and he doesn't know football.
Yeah. I mean, evidently we don't know football that well either because we pick them wrong every week.
Oh yeah, but we're not trying to be a fucking GM either. We would hire people who know what they're talking about.
That would be awesome to be a GM, though. That would be pretty fun. Now,
I
I'm
had
pretty sure
more
I'd fuck up my
knowledge.
team for forever, but pretty sure I'd fuck it up hard.
Yeah.
All right. Finally, I think one of the most intriguing divisions by far in the league this year, the NFC North.
I think the Packers will win this division, but the Bears will make some fucking noise. The Lions, I really like the Lions, and I like Motor City Dan, and he has. But I just think that it's everything's gonna kind of catch up this year.
So they've gotten better every single year. The only way they can get any better is to actually make the Super Bowl.
Yeah. But they were playing with a lot of momentum, towards the end of the year, when they were like, oh, "Shit, we're actually gonna do this thing,"
Well, which Packers team are we going to get? Because they were awful at the start of the year. They finished good, and then they beat the shit out of the Cowboys in the playoffs. And
Yeah. But that's what I think. I think that Love has kind of come on, and it seems to be that when a quarterback comes on, they just stay on. Like that, you start to see what they are gonna be. I know it's not every time, but most of the time, when these young quarterbacks finally put it together, they stay on it, and that's who they are as a player going forward.
Yeah. So we're seeing the flashes, right? Last year.
Yeah, and I think that he's gonna put the rest of it together this year, which makes me scared because week 1 I got him, But I guess that'll be a good test for both teams.
See where you're at early. For me, I'm very nervous about the Packers. I do think that Detroit is going to take a step back. I don't know if that means they don't make the playoffs or anything, but they've been so good. I think they're just going to take a step back because the only other way you go up is make the Super Bowl. That's pretty tough.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, anything they do that isn't Super Bowl would technically be a step back. But do you think they're good enough to take the division again?
Man, I'm gonna go Packers as well. Unfortunately, I almost want to go with the Bears, but I think year 2 will be better for Caleb after he sees a whole NFL season. The Bears hype is going to be out of control the first few weeks of the season because they don't play anybody really.
Yeah.
But the second half, they play everybody.
Exactly. So they're gonna look probably really good and get a lot of hype behind them, but then they're gonna fall back to earth.
I agree.
But I want to say that Caleb's legit.
Without even seeing him playing in the regular season game?
I hope he's legit though. I like Caleb, so I hope he's legit.
You like a USC quarterback? Are you okay?
I don't usually trust USC quarterbacks. Usually, I mean, there's been a couple greats, so I can't say that none of them have been. But
Like who?
I have been hurt before.
Like who?
Carson Palmer.
Is he a great?
I think that he was, and then he got hurt. But then you got to remember he came back and he actually led the Raiders to some respectability.
True.
That's an incredible feat in and of itself. Now, I also want to say that Joe Montana is a USC quarterback.
No,
No,
I don't think so.
I don't.
No, he wouldn't be. I'm looking it up.
All right.
He. Oh wait, that's. Oh, he was Notre Dame, my arch rival.
Oh yeah. Wait. Why? Okay, yeah, because his son went there too. Okay, so maybe just Carson Palmer, dude.
Yeah. So, that's one of those what if things. I think. Who knows what Carson Palmer could have been if he with his knee when it never got fucked up? Because they were really good that year until he got his knee destroyed.
Yeah.
Like they were on it. All right. So we both agree. We got Packers.
Hey, Sean
both got
Salisbury.
Atlanta.
Sean Salisbury was a USC quarterback.
But that's not really good for the case, buddy.
He's famous.
That doesn't help my case. I said go to quarterbacks. God damn
Yep.
it.
Okay. Well, how about John David Booty, all name team?
Okay. I still think Matt Barkley didn't get a fair shot. He was pretty good in college.
Yeah, I agree.
Right.
I think they did. Well, Sam Darnold may get a shake. He's starting somewhere this year, isn't he?
If he can't play with the Vikings, then he can't play at all.
Yeah, because he's got the weapons, man.
He's got the weapon. He's got like the coaching staff that like is pretty smart, like quarterback gurus.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we both got Packers. We both got Atlanta. We split with 49ers and Rams. We split with Eagles and Cowboys.
Yep.
All right. Last year, we both had a I don't know about crazy prediction, but we both had predictions in the NFC. Last year, mine was that Jared Goff does so well that Ben Johnson gets an HC job. He did not because he declined the job.
Yeah, but he did get offered it. So I will give you that.
And yours was spot on that Justin Fields was not a top 20 quarterback at the end of the season.
Yep. And now he's not even starting for the quarterback star of Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yep. So that being said, do you have any crazy predictions or predictions for the NFC anywhere?
Let's see. My crazy NFC prediction. I don't know if it's a crazy prediction, but I don't think Kirk Cousins ends the season as the starter in Atlanta.
Wow.
But you know what? No, I'm going to give you a crazy prediction. Bryce Young redemption year. Bryce Young actually has a serviceable quarterbacking year this year. I don't know what the metrics are, but by the end of the year, people will be like, Bryce Young's not that bad.
All right. You want to hear what mine is?
Yeah.
I already kind of told you. Eagles fall apart. Sirianni fired.
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying that they don't make the playoffs. I'm saying they fall apart, but they got a lead enough where they limp in and get drubbed. Then he gets fired.
Mm-hmm. No, I understand that. Yeah, Sirianni definitely running the risk. Like, because they wanted to get rid of him after this year. Like, they're married to the quarterback, not the coach. And there's a lot of issues between the quarterback and coach.
Yeah, apparently they're not getting along at all.
And I really don't know what they're trying to do, bringing in Kellen Moore, a throw-first quarterback coach.
I think if they're like, well, we're paying Jalen so much money. If we're going to get any more success, we're going to have to throw the ball. Well, that's not how you got your success with him in the first place. So why are you doing that?
Exactly. Why? Lean into his strengths. I mean, look at Lamar. He keeps getting better, dude. Lamar is fucking good. Like, I know everyone likes to talk shit about him, but I would love him under center.
Yeah. I wouldn't be mad if Lamar is my quarterback if I had to take Lamar.
Yeah. And I know people hate or whatever, but in terms of a quote-unquote running quarterback, he certainly finishes with a lot of touchdown passes.
Yeah.
He's probably the best dual-threat quarterback of all time.
This will be year 2 in that system, too.
Yep. And he was MVP last year. Well, but I guess we can save that for when we get to that division.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah. Moving on to the AFC, the one that kind of got us last year. We both got that one.
AFC is so weird because it's the quarterback division.
Yeah. So, first up is the East. You picked the Jets last year. I picked the Bills. Yep. And we were both incorrect.
Okay, this one's going to be tricky.
Okay.
Because I believed in the Jets last year, and even without Aaron Rodgers, they had some respectability. Given everything that was wrong with them, they were a lot better than they had any real right to be. I mean, they were still bad. But if they would have had Rodgers, I think that they would have won a lot more games.
However, they didn't have a top 5 defense again.
However, Aaron Rodgers coming off of an injury like that already kind of seems like he's checked out, doesn't really want to play football that much anymore. I think this will be his last year. I really do.
win or lose.
Yeah, because like if he wins, then like that's gonna be like the icing on his cake, and if he loses, then he's like, well, this isn't the team to get me back. So that might be my bold AFC prediction: is Aaron Rodgers retires, win, lose, or draw. But I'm gonna say, man, I want to say the Dolphins. But is there any real fucking way they can come back with that same torrid pace they had last year? Like, they have Tyreek, but he's not going to put up those numbers every year. I just don't believe in the Bills. I'm going Dolphins.
All right. I was very close. I'm very close to taking the Jets. However, they did upgrade the offensive line, but everybody on the offensive line and the quarterback are all injury kind of prone right now. And I'm to believe that they can get through the whole season.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I am going to go with the Bills.
You think the Bills have enough left in the tank?
Man, I want to take the Dolphins, but like
It's hard to go against Josh Allen though in the regular season.
well, they just barely got in the playoffs last year.
Yeah, I know, but I mean like he always gives you a shot.
Yeah.
So like if you're like, yeah, I think they could be a fucking win the division. Yeah, that makes sense because he's if he plays, he's gonna give you a shot every game.
Like Miami legit could have the best record in the AFC this coming year.
Yeah, yeah, judging by
But-
their schedule.
But where the fuck do they get better defensively?
Yeah, they to me, well, I mean, change the scheme. It could be all they needed.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna stick with the Bills.
All right. I
All
definitely
right.
understand.
Next up is the easiest division in football, the AFC West.
The West. Until they fucking prove otherwise, you gotta ride Chiefs.
I'm taking the Broncos. No, I'm kidding. I have to take the Chiefs. Like, there's no way.
Now, will I say that I think the Broncos will definitely be better? I don't know because they surprised me last year by doing as good as they did.
They might be better this coming year, and not like record wise, but where you see a promise in the future for them to be better.
Yeah, because I think that they got the right coach and he got his guy. He got who he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like your receiving situation is kind of fucking weird. Like there's no one on your team that really stands out to me. But I thought the same thing when Sean Payton first took over the Saints and he took them to the playoffs year one. So, but is Bo Nix a Drew Brees 2.0? Remains to be seen.
It does remain to be seen.
But that is who they compare him to. So if anyone's going to be the guy, then Bo Nix is the heir apparent to that skill set.
Yep. Yeah, I don't have much else to add to that. It's Chiefs to lose, basically.
Yeah, because the Raiders are going to suck. Chargers, can the Chargers be any worse?
The Chargers will be tougher.
Like they are not doing Herbert any favors.
It's because they're going to build from within, then go outside again, because that's Harbaugh style.
Yeah.
So they're going to get better in the trenches on offense and defensively in the next 2-3 years, for sure.
Yeah, if they stick with Harbaugh, then they're going to build a good team. And, like, he might be coming in at just the right time for the Chiefs dynasty to kind of be slowing down, And he might be able to get in there and be the next one up. So that's
If they're giving him like 3 to 4 years to build up the roster, that's 3 to 4 years on the Chiefs, and them still having a young quarterback, Herbert, maybe like late 20s, early 30s by then, and have a roster behind them too. Then,
yeah.
Because Jones will be gone, Kelsey will be gone by then. It'll just be Patrick.
Yep.
Because I don't think Travis Kelsey's going to make it 3 more years.
No, he's gonna get out too. Like I know it doesn't say much, but like his brother retired, and he's gonna see him just, and they're gonna like make all that money on their fucking podcast. They don't need to put their body through it. He's already proven everything he needs to prove in the league, unless he's just staying there for like to pad his fucking Hall of Fame resume.
I think that's what it is, trying to get in the Hall of Fame and try to be the number one tight end. However, I think if I can see it, if they win the Super Bowl this year and go 3 in a row, he might just straight up retire.
Yeah, bold prediction: if they win the Super Bowl again this year, him and Taylor Swift get married.
Oh, damn. You want me to put that as down as your bold prediction?
That's a bold prediction for the AFC.
Okay.
Because of all of Taylor's, past people, they seem to be the most stable.
Does Travis retire then too, or they just get married?
No, he retires too. If they win the Super Bowl, he retires. They get married.
Okay. Yeah, because she's in her 30s and he's like late 30s.
Yep. And he ain't got nothing else to prove.
Yeah. He's already got millions of dollars and she's got billions.
Yeah, exactly. And like, even if anything happens, he's got his fucking podcast,
Yeah.
which they make a ton of money on that shit.
Yeah. And he'll have more time to focus on that.
So yeah, this is it for him. This is he's gonna ride out in the sunset, especially if they win.
All right. Next up is the AFC South. The surprise Texans won last year.
Yeah. Honestly, they've shown me nothing to make them think that they won't repeat. I'm going Texans, man.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm going Texans as well. I usually don't like a random team that just comes out of nowhere and does well, and then they fall back to earth next year.
But they became good in all the right ways that teams usually don't.
Yeah.
Like their quarterback play, like became real good, and like I said, I think that he's legit.
I don't like anything that the Titans are doing.
No, not a damn thing.
Anthony Richardson for the Colts, he played like 4 or 5 games and was out the whole year on a shoulder injury.
And he looked okay, but not enough for me to be like, this guy can completely turn around the Colts this year.
He did not look okay as a passer. He looked like as a guy just scrambling and running around, and teams just weren't prepared for him to run everywhere.
Yeah.
Like a less talented Lamar.
Yep. So yeah, I think that the Texans got this, but as a dark horse, the Colts maybe. I just don't believe in the Jaguars at all.
Yeah, they went out and got some guys again, but they're not elite guys. They're just guys.
Yeah, and like I mean, this is like got to be a make or break for Lawrence, right?
I mean, he just got the big contract, so it's probably not.
Yeah, I know. I think that was way too premature. I mean, you show him that so he has confidence in himself, but that's just he's not as good as he should be. Like on paper, that dude was the most NFL ready quarterback in like a fucking generation, and nothing.
He just some people develop, some people don't. You know,
Yeah.
that's what it is, unfortunately.
But yeah, I think it's Texans.
Yeah, I also select the Texans. All right. The final and the most competitive of all the divisions, the AFC North.
Bold prediction: the Steelers will go 500 or above.
Still?
It's like clockwork, man. But yeah, I think that it's the Ravens, man. I love Joey B, and I think that the Bengals will make the playoffs, but I think the Ravens will win the division.
So you got Ravens. I am taking the Bengals again.
Did you see that the Browns restructured Watson's deal, and now they have the most cap room of any team in the league?
62 million.
Yeah.
They basically took his base salary and put it down to like extremely low and just gave it all as a signing bonus to him.
Yep. But I think they can't take the next step with Watson. I think he's washed.
I think so too.
If he can't get those hand jobs at fucking massage parlors anymore, he doesn't have his superpowers.
I agree wholeheartedly.
It's just like Robert Kraft, dude. As soon as he got popped for fucking getting hand jobs, they lost all their Patriots superpowers.
Big facts. I'm trying to think what my bold prediction is for this. I'm actually gonna go the opposite way on you. I'm gonna say the Steelers. Steelers. Steelers finish under 500.
For the first time in how many years?
It's the entire coaching career of the Steelers. And Tomlin is fired.
Man,
But
what
they,
was,
they might fire him, but he might just like quote unquote retire, you know.
yeah, he's done it. He's probably done enough.
So that's my prediction. Steelers under 500 first time. Tomlin is out the door one way or another. Neither quarterback Fields or
Wilson?
Russ are back next year.
Yeah, I don't think they'll re-sign Russ. I think he's a one and done, and they're not going to see enough from Fields to want to keep him. Yeah, I think Russ plays good enough to be in there for the whole year, but not good enough to do anything.
So last year you had a stat of the teams that had the most like close wins. Do you have that stat this year too?
Like the most wins. What do you mean?
Like by like 3 points or under?
Oh, when it was the Vikings? No, let me see if I can find it.
I'm curious to see who it is this year because I would not select them. Because that stat was amazing last year and it was spot on. Even though we both picked the Vikings.
Sure did. All right. All right. Let's see. What does it say here? Okay. NFL team opponent win. Okay, I want to know not who wins against them. I want to know who they win against. I guess it was the Steelers. Steelers won the most close games.
So neither of us picked them.
Yeah.
All right, so your current 4 playoff teams are Eagles, 49ers, Atlanta, and Packers. Who are the other 3 wild cards?
I'm gonna say Cowboys, Rams, and Lions.
That's a pretty fair pick. Like it's taking the top 2 from every one. It's pretty fair.
Yeah. I don't think anyone's gonna send 3.
At least not on this one. Mine are going to be 49ers, Lions, and Buccaneers.
The Bucks.
Yep.
Anything to keep the Eagles out, you son of a bitch.
I picked them last year to make the Final Four. So our picks are basically the same, except I have Bucks and you have Eagles.
Yep.
I really want to take the Bears though. I'm just so tempted, but it's not this year anyway.
Yeah.
But who would have said the same about CJ Stroud last year? So
Exactly. But he had
All right.
hype, but not nearly as much hype as Caleb has.
Yeah, Caleb's hype is fucking insane.
So I think that no matter how good he does, he's gonna kind of have a disappointing year.
Yeah, anything other than winning the Super Bowl. All right, so AFC, you got Dolphins, Chiefs, Texans, Ravens. Who else you got?
Bengals. Browns.
Browns.
Yeah. And fuck.
Jets.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Jets.
Okay. I have the Bills, Chiefs, Texans, Bengals, and Ravens. I will also take Dolphins.
Yeah, it was real hard. That's why I picked the Browns, dude. It was real fucking hard.
Yeah, because they did all despite Deshaun being trash.
Uh huh.
I'm gonna go Chargers to do something different. Chargers.
All right, all right.
So a little bit different between us on the AFC. All right, man. Who are who's the NFC Championship game?
I'm gonna say Niners, Eagles, NFC Championship.
That's what we had last year.
I know. I just think that they're the top two teams for me personally. I know I'm jaded and I'm an Eagles fucking homer, but
And I'm assuming you're taking the Eagles then.
yep.
All right. My NFC will be Packers Niners.
It's a good one.
And I will select the Niners.
Niners to
Again.
represent in the championship again. All right, all right.
And AFC champions?
I'm saying the AFC Championship game is going to be the Bengals and Ravens.
And who are you taking?
The Ravens are going to represent. It's going to be an all-bird Super Bowl.
I am taking Bengals versus Chiefs. And I am taking the Bengals to make the Super Bowl. So your Super Bowl winner, you got Eagles. Oops.
Over the Eagles over Ravens.
I am taking Bengals over Niners. That's mine.
I'd say that's pretty fair.
Did we do a score? No, we didn't do a score. Okay. All right. Okay. Next up, we have MVP.
I'm going to say that Patrick Mahomes returns to form, and they finally give him his MVP flowers again.
I'm taking Joey B.
I think you can mark it down now. Joey B is gonna be my comeback player.
We'll be there soon.
Yep.
Offensive Player of the Year this year will be um. Offensive Player of the Year this year will be Tyreek Hill.
That's who I was gonna say. Let's see. Offensive player of the year.
Who you got?
Fuck.
You took Mahomes last year. I took CMC.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Mahomes again. I'm gonna give him offensive player of the year and MVP. I think he's gonna have a fucking amazing year this year.
All right.
No real reason. Like nothing's happened that made me think that they're gonna be any better for any particular reason. I just don't like to bet against Mahomes usually.
And your Defensive Player of the Year?
My DPOY. Max Crosby. Raiders.
Wow.
I think he's gonna be the only bright spot on that fucking team.
Mine is going to be TJ Watt. Actually, no. You know what? I'm not going to do that. Mine is actually going to be. Man, this is tough.
I know.
Uh,
A Bosa of some sort?
yeah, I'm gonna go Bosa, Nick Bosa, since he's actually gonna play the season starting this year. Then where last year he didn't,
Yeah.
got started off slow that way. I'm gonna say it's Nick Bosa this year.
Alright.
All right. Next up is comeback player of the year.
Is Burrow eligible?
Joey B. Huh?
Is Burrow eligible? Like, did he miss enough time?
I think so.
Alright, because it's
If
if he's not eligible, then Aaron Rodgers. But if he is eligible, then Burrow.
Yeah, I would assume that's fair.
It's just real hard to count against a quarterback. We learned that last year when fucking Flacco came back and had 4 good games and literally beat someone who came back from the dead.
Mm-hmm. So last year we did people better than Stafford. Who should we do people better than this year?
Do you want to go Jalen?
Okay. QBs better than Jalen. All right. Danny Dimes, no.
Nope.
Commanders guy.
May? No. Dak?
Dak?
Yes.
Bears guy.
Caleb, not year 1.
Vikings guy.
Isn't he hurt? Who they're starting Darnold, right? Sam Darnold. Darnold is not definitely no.
Okay. Jordan Love.
Yes.
Golf.
No. Goff is like my line. I think he's 1 below.
Baker. Baker.
No. I was thinking maybe, but no.
Anybody on the Saints?
Carr? No. Anyone else? Also no.
Panthers.
No, but like I said, I think he's going to have a much better year, just not enough to be better than Jalen.
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk O'Bangs, no, because I don't think he's going to finish the season as the starter. So,
Matty Stafford.
no, I don't believe he's a top 10 anymore.
What?
Yep, he fell
That was your
off.
point last year.
He fell off.
That was your
dude.
point.
He's a year
That
older
was your
now.
point. Whoever the Seahawks trot out there,
It's still Geno, right?
I think so.
Yeah, still no.
Brock.
Yeah, Brock will have better stats. Brock's just a more consistent quarterback.
Kyler.
No.
Aaron.
No.
Tua.
Yeah, he'll have better stats. From a passing perspective.
Anybody the Patriots put out there?
No, they just got a guy, though, didn't they? They drafted one?
Yeah, Drake May.
But no.
Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, Jared Allen for sure. Similar
Jared
stats.
Allen.
Not
The
Jared.
defensive
yeah.
and Jared Allen.
Well, shit,
That's
you can
what's
even
weird.
say that guy's a defensive player, too.
Because he makes tackles on his fakes.
No, fuck, what's his name for real?
Josh Allen.
Yeah, there's a defensive player, Josh Allen, who's like super good too.
Oh, yeah, he's on the Jags.
I think he goes by
Uh,
Joshua now, though.
Yeah, probably differentiate.
But yeah, Josh Allen for sure.
All right. Lamar.
Yeah, Lamar for sure.
Joey.
Joey for sure. He's gonna be a comeback player, so yeah, he's got to put up some stats.
Russ.
No. Or Justin Fields.
Deshaun.
No. Watson, no. I think he's washed.
The Prince.
No.
Tennessee, no. Colts, no. The guy on the Texans, I forgot his name.
Stroud?
Okay.
Not yet. Not yet.
Broncos, no.
No, but I think he'll be good.
Chargers.
So you got to have that.
Herbert.
No.
Minshew.
No.
Mahomes.
Yes.
So I will go. Let me check this out. I will go Dak. I will go Caleb. I will go Love. I will go Goff. I will go Baker. I will go Kirk. I'll go Stafford. I'll go Brock. I'll go not Aaron because I think he's going to get hurt. I'll go Tua. I'll go Josh. I'll go Lamar. I'll go Joey. I will go CJ. I will go Herbert. And I will go Mahomes.
So where do you have him?
By that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. He would be the 16th quarterback in the league.
Which actually tracks because he was number 17 last year. Or he's ranked at number 17 this year. Do you want to know what the Sports Illustrated thinks are the ones above him?
Who's that?
Above Jalen, we got Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Matthew Stafford, Dak Prescott, CJ Stroud, Trevor Lawrence, Joe Burrow, Jordan Love, Kyler Murray, Geno Smith, Kirk Cousins, Jared Goff, Aaron Rodgers,
Oh my
and then
God, that's a lot.
Richardson from the Colts also.
Wow.
Yep. But
Better than Jaden.
they have below him Purdy, Tua, Mayfield, Fields, Carr, Jones, Wilson, Young. Yeah, it's weird. I completely forgot about fucking Kyler Murray.
He's just not. He doesn't have anybody.
Yeah. Oh no, he's got fucking Marvin Harrison, dude.
It doesn't really. You know.
Well, I mean, we still got to discuss rookies of the year and shit.
We didn't do that last year.
Yeah, but we might as well.
Or, hold on. All right, rookie of the year.
All right, offensive. I am gonna say Marvin Harrison.
I'm just going easy. Unless Caleb completely is garbage, it'll be Caleb. All right, and your defensive rookie of the year?
Latu, the guy for the Colts.
Latu.
Latu. Although Dallas Turner maybe also, but no, I'm going Latu.
I will select. Wow, the first defensive player wasn't taken till Colts.
Yeah, Latu.
Hmm.
Yeah, but the Vikings guy, the Dallas Turner, he's supposed to be pretty good. He's
I'm gonna go.
And he's a linebacker, so.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, usually pass rusher is the easiest to do. I'm actually gonna pick the Dolphins' Chop Robinson.
Because his name's awesome?
Yep. All right. It is all saved up.
All right. Pleasure doing business with you.
I will win again. I got your Eagles completely detonating this year, man.
I know you do. I kind of get it, but then I kind of don't. Because, like, they haven't done anything, like, so drastic where I'm just like, there's no way that if this doesn't work. Like, they're basically the same team. It's just they added some skill. Getting back, like, our secondary is completely revamped. But, I mean, we held on to Slay and we got back Gardner Johnson, so.
Yeah.
That was our big failing last year was everyone could throw on us, and then after a while, everyone could run on us. We went from being like a top fucking 5 run defense to like bottom of the barrel because everyone was wore out.
I guess like my thing is I don't see how you got better defensively when you completely collapsed. Besides,
well, like the thing is like our big defensive tackle, like he hit the rookie wall. He's not a rookie, so he's gonna be more prepared for the season, I think.
Yeah.
And new scheme.
Yep.
And yeah, it sucks. Getting rid of Reddick sucks. Like that's always going to be a big loss, but I think our secondary will be much improved, and it'll help. It'll only help our defensive, like our fucking line. Plus, we got linebackers. Dean is back, and Jeremiah Trotter Jr. is looking pretty good in the preseason. I mean, that doesn't mean shit, but like we actually look like we're going to legitimately field some linebackers instead of just random people found off the streets of Philadelphia.
That's true.
But I like Nakobe Dean a lot, so I think that him being back and healthy is going to be a big.
Yeah, I just think that they're going to fall apart down the stretch, and Sirianni is going to get fired because him and Jalen, it's not working out.
Well, success is the best way to mend fences, you know.
Here you go. Here you go. How about this one? The Eagles completely fail, and Sirianni gets fired. Then they take the Eagles' Ben Johnson, and he works the magic with that offense. And then they come out like Jalen is like comeback player of the year and fucking torch for the next year.
I don't know. I'm not a huge, super big Sirianni fan, but I'm gonna give it the wait and see.
What if? Okay, how about this one? What if they fire Sirianni, then the Colts fire their coach, and then the Eagles take Steichen as their head coach because he gets along with Jalen and the magic man.
Yeah. Plus, Steichen was the one that had the relationship with Jalen.
Yeah. What if that happens?
If that happens, that could be a big game changer. But
That's
I doubt that happens.
Steichen after like 2 years.
Yeah. Unless they're really desperate and the culture just fucking absolutely atrocious.
Yeah, I just don't think they have that good of a roster.
No, you're right. They don't. But guess we're gonna see next week, baby.
Yeah, so have we decided what we're doing?
I don't know. I assumed we were gonna go watch it on Friday, right? Wasn't that like our last?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the plan anyway.
Okay. Yeah, then I'm still down for that.
Yeah, next Friday. Oh wait, yeah, it's Friday the 6th. Yep.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm gonna get inside because it's fucking stupid hot out here in the garage.
All right.
All right. Peace.
See ya.